Oh, my face is empty. I'm gonna be famous. It's good now, right?
A little bit more.
Good.
Set the column first, put some powder inside, then sand. Then we are putting some hexane, just a little bit, maybe a little bit. Then this for finger. Now we are making the slurry of the silica with the hexane. So you just before pouring it, make it movable slurry so that you can just just now take it.
Wait, what's the ratio here exactly?
Just to make the like movable slurry, not like too thick.
It doesn't have to be too bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Not too much. Okay.
So later you can do like while you are pouring, like you can swirl it so that
Can I do this while pouring?
yeah.
Whole thing is fine, right?
And you can add more hexane on it and do it again. You can add it.
Oh, I don't need any more slurry for now.
You can add hexane again in the same beaker.
Oh, because it's left over.
Yeah, so then you can have.
That's a very fun texture. Yeah, this is just through experience, right? But you kind of just eyeball it. So where was it usually like here?
Normally we will make this maybe that part is fine.
Oh, okay.
Then I'll pour it again.
Are we good? Just pour it all. Yum.
So
Kind of open it, right?
can you lose these two and make
Lift it up.
lift it up?
Huh? Oh.
Yeah. Not too much. A little bit. Yeah. Now.
So we lose it just a little bit.
So now just take out some hexane, reuse that hexane to make more slurry from it.
Oh.
In between this time there's some
Leftover.
leftover, just use the hexane to get it. So after adding this all silica slurry with the solvent, just add a little bit air pressure, not too much, just to take out the solvent, and also in between this time, this silica is getting settled down. Like try to make now pour the sand on the top of these, like slowly. Yeah, not like at a time. Lot of these now, like just slowly because otherwise some
It'll break.
sand may go inside of the layer, so it is not good. So just tap it. Just tap it. Yeah. 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 So this sand is to protect the silica layer, not to disturb when you later on you pour some solvent or like loading sample or anything. So we just want to keep this silica bed intact like a column. So you can pour a little bit more. So like kind of one finger at least, and then add little solvent.
Are you uploading this? Oh, you're not? Oh, is it just for me?
So here I dissolve the compound, like crude compound, which you are willing to purify through this column. You can dissolve it normally in the DCM. If it dissolved, then it's very nice. Like most common is like to dissolve with the DCM. That's a very common solvent. So dissolve it and then takes some amount of the silica gel, pour it here, then we'll do the rotobab to make the powder. And now you can ask like how much silica gel I'm going to add here. So I have around 500 milligram of the crude here. So I'll take 2 to 3 times of the silica gel, like maybe 1.5 to 2 gram or 1.5 gram. It's fine. So take the silica gel and you can add it here.
You're just gonna eyeball it?
Yeah, just like an experience. So
Genius.
this amount will be enough for
Okay.
this part. So just add this part. We are using the silica gel. The mash is 660 to 200 mash. This is a good silica gel actually.
Okay.
Now just hold it like this and add it here. Try to take out everything. Not dissolve actually. Silica. So you already cut?
Playing again.
So we will be doing rotobab to dry that solvent to make the silica powder. So basically during the removal of the solvent, sometimes the whole thing can be bumped in. So just insert a cotton on this trap.
What's that again? Because you don't want the silica gel going all over?
Silica gel or anything.
Yeah.
We don't want to lose. So put it here and then add this flask. Use the cake clamp and then attach it here and turn on the pump and start first rotation, and it is open, so you can close it but do not close completely. Keep a little bit open so that even if it start bubbling, so that it cannot bump. You can hear the sound, something like this, and we can pour some rice here just to make sure that all the solvents is gone. So once it is this kind of getting dried, then we can close the vacuum full to make this the powdery. You can see the powder is kind of what is it called, effervescence type things. So yeah, so you'll see the powder is becoming more flying or like,
So you know it's good, it's dry.
yeah.
Yeah.
And definitely you will see something is stuck here. So once almost everything is done, then you can take this out and you can with the spatula you can dislodge those solid.
What's stuck? Oh, that ring?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It will add there. Then we will use the vacuum pump to dry more before loading in the column.
Yes. Did you make it faster?
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, you want it to be like that. You want to show your moves? We're cutting that.
You will do that.
Oh, you couldn't do that directly? You still needed the trap?
Yeah, because if you give the vacuum, so all the silica powder will be gone. So
okay.
you cannot contaminate the line, right? So you have to do very carefully with the silica. So that's why I'm keeping this trap with the cotton, so that it is drying, but no silica can fly in the vacuum line.
Okay. You do this every time there's a column
Yeah.
to keep it dry? Oh. I don't recall this part.
So column thing is so sensitive. Like
Yeah.
if you don't do like everything perfectly, and if your sample load is slanted, the compounder will also move with the impurity, like what is it called? Elliptical shape, not as a circular band. So you have to be very precise doing everything. So we will make sure like all solids are like free floating or moving. So that means
So don't
it is
waste it.
done. Yeah.
Okay. You can't use liquid for this, obviously. Yeah, so painful.
So
Oh, that was it.
yeah, that was it.
That was fast.
Then just release the vacuum slowly.
Okay. And cut.
So on top of this sand or whatever the powder we made.
Specifically, what's this plate for?
No. Oh, it is slow.
Little one. What? That was a 0.5. There you go. What? Hopefully you can speed that up. Oh no, that's just zoom. That's fine. So this is the dry powder.
Yes.
So this is silica gel and
compound
mixture without the DC.
And try to make this layer even with every side, so that it's like a,
Yeah.
like a,
And then are we gonna sandwich this now?
yes, and we will put sand. But remember one thing, while we are doing this,
Yes.
some are stuck there. So what we can do,
Oh, put the
we
sand.
can put the sand there
Ah,
and shake it.
get maximum.
Yeah. So take a weighing paper like this and hold it and do like this, so that all sand can
Absorb.
not absorb, it dislodge from the
yeah.
valve and can mix all the silica with this sand. And we'll put on top of this bowl. Maybe one more time.
So about the same amount of sand as right below it.
What?
Same amount of sand as this
Yeah,
layer.
little bit, like kind of.
About.
So in some cases, when you are adding the cotton in the trap, if your compound somehow like bumped, and
Yeah.
some compound may be with the silica and cotton, so what you can do, take that cotton out
Mm-hmm.
and then just do this and then add there inside the column, and it will protect, not disturb in the any layer
Oh.
while you are pouring the solvent.
Oh, it doubles. Okay.
Yeah, so just like this.
This is optional though, right?
Yeah, it is optional, but it will be like more safer. If you pour the solvent, then that solvent will not disturb these layers.
Okay, that's good.
So that would be more easy way to
Wow.
purify.
Chemistry tricks.
So now we are going to make the solvent mixture.
Yep.
Whatever the solvent mixture you need, you should know what is the solvent mixture you are going to use. But before loading or before doing anything, you have to do the TLC, and you need to know which solid polarity you are going to use. In this column, we will use from 5 to 10% ethyl acetate and hexane to up to 60% ethyl acetate and hexane. So we will start with the 5 to 10% ethyl acetate and hexane to wash out all the top impurities, because our compound is slowly moving and it requires more polarity. So that's why we will use, like, once every impurity is out, then we will use more polar solvent, like 60% ethyl acetate and hexane, to get out our compound. So this is pretty much the doing column to purify any compound in the organic lab. And I hope this column preparation, now we just have to pour the solvent and just collect it in the different fractions. So I hope this column preparation will help you guys, and thank you watching for my video, and see you in next video with any other chemical process.
Subscribe.